live from Oklahoma and nothing.
Well, guys, with the way...
David, thank you for the update. AI very popular among the voters early.
And there's no guarantee he'll land a spot on the roster, but you can't deny his popularity with the voters. That does go a long way.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. These two teams, Doris, proficient at generating points through the post, down low, something that's become more and more difficult, it seems, in this league.
It's true, Kevin. The back-to-the-basket center that you play through is a rarity in today's NBA. And I think one of the things the league has got to be mindful of is cleaning up the post play, not allowing players who are big and physical and strong to be beaten on in the post the way they used to let Shaquille O'Neal be beaten on. If you've got a back-to-the-basket skilled center like a Joel Embiid, you should be able to play through him and showcase his skill set.
And as you know, it's so hard to officiate a big player. You mentioned O'Neal. He's got to be the most difficult guy to try to officiate.
That's exactly right. His strength is just imposing.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. And down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. And it's Allen in at the 3. So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute played so far here in the first. John Patterson kicks to George. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, just solid work in the painted area. Paul George, quality look, excellent decision.
And here are the Bulls now. Passes it to Markkanen. To the middle. Here's Allen. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too. Wow.
George looking around. Pass to Patterson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Roberson. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Allen finds Levine. Now here's Allen. Unloads from 13. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Back to Schroeder. And here is Patterson. He had 13 points in the win against the Clippers.
Yeah, don't forget how great he was drawing contact and getting himself to the free throw line. Picked up a ton of easy points there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. The pass to Allen. Goes back up. One of the standout performers recently. We have a chance now to recognize the Eastern Conference Player of the Week.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their effort.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Carter kicks to Markkanen. To the paint, Paul George with the steal. Here's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Dunn passes to Allen. Dishes it to Markkanen. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Dunn against Schroeder. At the elbow, it's Allen. Over George. Allen's shot is off.
Well, he carves out the space he needs. Just the finish was not good.
Schroeder against Dunn. Patterson with it. 5 to shoot. Roberson dishes to Adams. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Carter. And so Allen will bring it up for Chicago. Dunn misses. Here's Roberson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. To the wing on the left. Patterson finds George. over Allen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Chicago trailing here. Pass to Carter. The dish to Dunn. Outside, Levine. To end the drought. No good on that one. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way.
When you think about Thunder coach Billy Donovan taking over in 2015, he came in as a two-time NCAA champion at Florida and one of only 4 individuals to play and coach in a Final Four. Incredible stuff.
Patterson, that's good.
Well, we talk about not wasting any time. How about Patrick Patterson on the catch and shoot?
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Bulls trail by 5. Dunn kicks to Carter. George against Allen. Over George. Gets the leaner to fall. 6 points for Allen.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bounce pass, Schroeder. Pass to George. In the corner, it's Patterson. And a miss there on the triple. The Bulls have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Here's Roberson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Schroeder. Got a piece of it. Done outside. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's just unreal body control. Chris Dunn really showing up the D with that shot.
Oklahoma City trailing. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. Out to the wing. Schroeder against Dunn. Back to Robertson. Schroeder outside. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And this break gives us a moment to look at the leading playmakers among rookies for the past 10 games. Well, you look at Allen, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Wendell Carter.
Good passing is such a vital element to winning basketball, and you really have to think their teams are pleased with the way they're playing right now.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. And the Bulls making a change also. Jabari Parker's checked in for Markkanen. Now Allen. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. Dunn looking over the floor. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Levine can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Schroeder. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Exceptional vision by Paul George. This guy is tearing up the defense.
Dunn kicks to Carter. Allen outside. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Grant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Abrinas comes in for Roberson. Chicago also making some changes. Portis comes in for Carter. And it's Payne in for Chris Dunn. Allen passes to Portis. Over Noel. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Portis against Schroeder. Shoots over Portis. It doesn't go for him. And it's Chicago the other way.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's George. 23 points his last outing.
Well, he just keeps rolling right now. What a terrific quarter for him on the offensive end.
Levine feeling it out a bit. He kicks it to Allen. Parker with no one around, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Abrines, guarded by Levine. On the wing, George to the inside. Noel, and Noel throws it down.
And that's an example of his athleticism, right? Nerlens Noel, the ability to leap up and ram it home.
Down low, here's Allen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. That's now 8 points for Allen.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Here's George. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Levine up top. That shot off. So the Thunder will take it the other way. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and fortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort, Greg. They did a great job at penetrating and kicking out. The defense simply wasn't up to the task.
Now here's Portis, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, Levine finding the open man.
Here's Schroeder. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. So for Chicago right now, Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Carter out there with Portis, and it's Allen in at the 3 spot. Here's Roberson. That shot missing. Andre Roberson played power forward, Doris, at Colorado. He has slid all the way down to shooting guard in the NBA.
Well, I like that you used the word guarding, because that is why Andre Roberson is in the NBA. He is an elite defensive player. He can guard across multiple positions. And you think about who he's matching up with on a night-by-night basis. Whether it's 1s, 2s, or 3s, this is one of the more disruptive defenders we have ever seen.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs lit up the floor. He finished with 36 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
Thanks, David. It was a performance that not many players are capable of.
I know I won't forget it for a while, and you have to think he'll keep it rolling here tonight. When you're that hot, it takes a while to cool down.
I think that's the kind of game that carries over, and he'll have every chance to do it because I've got to believe he's their #1 option.
Now, here is George. 12 points for him, and he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too. That sends Patrick Patterson to the free throw line. It's on Bobby Portis. The sturdy Patrick Patterson, the 14th pick out of Kentucky back in 2010.
What you love about Patrick Patterson is he's turned himself into a three-point specialist over the course of his career. You know on a night-by-night basis what you're going to get on the defensive end. And that is a multi-positional defender who's going to give you great effort every single time out. There's something to be said about Patrick's ability to adjust and evolve his game as the NBA has evolved.
Now here's Schroeder coming in off a 41-point performance last game out. Here's Patterson, and he can't bank that one in. Allen finds Portis, fires the 3, got it, and he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, he's got wonderful touch from deep, right? And with his size, a defender has a hard time even bothering him on the perimeter.
On the wing, George, defended by Allen, and he makes that one. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Paul George with the steal. Here's Roberson, guarded by Levine. Puts it up from 15. They grab their own miss. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Look, Kev, he might have a wiry frame, but Nerlens Noel has deceptive strength. Makes the D look helpless there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Boy, certain guys, just a rough season, right? For Nerlens Noel last year, that was the case. Couldn't get any consistent playing time. And after looking to be finally on the rise, he takes a step back in his development. It's got to be tough.
Here's George after the made shot from Zach LaVine. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And with Noel, it's hard as he turned down a big money long-term deal.
It's always a chance you take, right, if you bet on yourself. And the skill set there for Nerlens Noel, this guy is definitely a great defender. He's just seeking the right opportunity.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Allen.
And that's a byproduct of not just his talent, but of the effort he's put in this season. Nobody works harder than this guy.
A great all-star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. Now we're right around the halfway point of the season, Doris. This is often when we see the better teams really begin to shift gears and surge ahead.
Yeah, we certainly have a better feel for who the contenders might be. We still have a long way to go, obviously, and teams will have some lulls and then some high points, and you've got to be able to weather all of those things. But the reality is we have a greater understanding of who has the necessary offensive and defensive components to compete at a championship level.
Now here's Allen. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. In the corner, it's Levine. Back to Allen. Over George. And the Bulls with another miss. The Thunder leading by 8. Nobody near Schroeder. And the shot falls short this time.
Boy, what a tough night. Imagine what their lead would be if he were having a better night from the field.
Allen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Schroeder. He's got 6. Outside, George to the wing on the left. And Roberson kicks it over to Schroeder. Hands it from downtown. Schroeder's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Now here is Carter. 8 points his last outing. Here's Allen. It's tipped and stolen by Noel. On up the court. Here's Roberson. An easy 2 points on the layup. And now an 11-point Oklahoma City lead.
Andre Roberson finds his way close to the cup and stays focused. Nice.
Dunn dishes to Carter. Kicks to Levine. Back to Carter. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Baseline J on the way. A second chance effort. And he lays it up and in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Left side, George. Pulls it from 20. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it's done in the corner. Allen passes to Carter. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Roberson's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Back to George. Down low. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Love the way Paul George shares the rock. Sometimes I think doesn't get enough credit for his ability as a distributor.
Paul George with the steal. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been one outstanding game from George.
I mean, he was prolific in that first half. You know it's coming, but it's just so tough to stop.
And this is what he does, right, Greg? He's out there to score the basketball, and throughout that first half, he dominated.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at the Thunder, Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. Robertson and George fill out the wings. And it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's Robertson. Schroeder outside. It's George on the wing. Back to Schroeder. Inside. Clock at 6. And Allen with the block. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Levine kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine. Pass to Allen. Back to Levine. Buries it from three-point range. Levine's got the first bucket of the third here for the Bulls.
That's a tough take. Levine calm in the face of pressure.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And George kicks to Robertson. Schroeder against Dunn. Fires from the wing. Markkanen pulls it in.
Boy, they're slow coming out of halftime. Just 0 for 3 to start this half.
Got that one up quick. 13 points for Zach LaVine.
This guy's been unconscious all night. LaVine has the confidence and the skills to do this kind of thing nightly.
And here is Patterson. 8 points for him. Schroeder outside in the corner. George with it. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Bulls trail by 6. The pass to Markkanen. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Dunn, and it's Chicago scoring again.
They wanted a fast start coming out of the break, and they are now 3 for 3.
Schroeder kicks to Robertson. On the wing, George. Pass to Patterson. Here's Robertson. Guarded by Levine. Unloads. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
To the inside. Schroeder. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Schroeder's got 13.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Right side, Levine. Kicks it out to Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Markkanen's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Puts it up from 12. Drained for 2 points. 18 points for George.
Well, the efficiency with the mid-range game, Paul George has always possessed.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Well, you think to Steven Adams, and coming out of New Zealand, playing about 1 year at the University of Pittsburgh.
And Steven Adams drafted by OKC with the 12th pick in 2013. That draft pick, a centerpiece of the James Harden trade.
And that trade will go down as one of the great conversation pieces of all time, whether or not you should have moved James Harden. But the reality is, where Adams is concerned, they got a two-way big man with incredible athleticism, unbelievable physical strength, and an evolving offensive game. So this is one piece of the trade that you have made great use of.
Schroeder kicks to Roberson. It's George on the wing, stolen by Allen. Here's Dunn. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Dunn's got 4 points this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
In transition, here come the Bulls. He feeds it to Allen. Carter outside. Ball's knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. And Chicago has possession. They trail by 11. Carter inside the three-point line.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George is a terrific positional defender. He just uses that body so well to contest shots.
And Roberson kicks to Patterson. Tipped away. From deep, George. Levine with the rebound. Levine's got 5 rebounds tonight.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
And now a fast break for the Thunder. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And so it's Oklahoma City. 13 points. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Dunn and Levine are the guard set. Allen is out there with Bobby Portis. And it's Carter in at the 5. Here's Allen over George. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Allen.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Oh, he's been outstanding offensively. His performance has been one of the things that's gone right for them.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
What an offensive clinic we have been given today. They're hitting every single thing they put at the rim right now.
And Noel throws it down.
Oh, Kev, love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Schroeder kicks to George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. And that's now 33 points for George.
And this guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Here's Allen. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Oklahoma City leading by 10. Schroeder kicks to Roberson. It's George on the wing. Down again, Schroeder. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I don't think the defense is much of a factor there. He just botches it. Such a big-time athlete. Levine makes the hardest moves look easy.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Well, I tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Down again, Schroeder. Dunn passes to Allen. Trying to get open is Carter. That's it, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Allen.
Yeah, that's just a nice pass. This was one of college basketball's premier playmakers. Dunn showing great vision.
Robertson can't hit.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Outside, Levine. George against Allen. Carter at the elbow. That one drops for him.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Wednesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. Then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And looking at that Timberwolves matchup, it won't be an easy one given it is coming on the back end of a back-to-back, but they've been playing some fantastic basketball lately. And when you are winning back-to-backs, you're feeling good about yourself.
Passes it to Levine. George finds Schroeder. Good on the shot. And the Thunder lead by 8.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Dunn passes to Carter. Back to Dunn. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the middle. It's tipped. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Portis. Here's Roberson, guarded by Levine. And Patterson kicks to Roberson. 6 to shoot. Back to Patterson. Beyond the arc. Markkanen pulls it in.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Pass to Dunn. And here is Markkanen. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Allen. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Allen's got 12 points here in the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his 1st foul. Here's Schroeder. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
To the paint. Here's George. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist in the game. Bulls trail by 8. Dunn passes to Carter. Dunn against Schroeder. Dunn kicks to Carter. Back to Dunn. Just 4 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Out to Carter. Dunn passes to Allen. He dishes it to Markkanen. Back to Allen. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Allen's got 12 now in this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's doing everything scoring-wise this period to try to keep them in it.
The pass to George. Back to Schroeder. In the corner, it's Patterson. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 6. Dunn outside. Shoots over Schroeder, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Patterson with it. Over to the left wing. And Noel kicks to Roberson. Pass to Schroeder. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Dunn. And the Thunder making a change here. Adams checked in. Here's Adams. Just 4 to shoot. For the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Well, the size and the frame of Steven Adams is flat out intimidating. A high percentage scorer around the blocks.
Here's Levine, and Adams sends it back. Here's Roberson. He kicks to Patterson. Schroeder against Dunn. George with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 8th assist here tonight. Bulls trail by 9. Passes to Markkanen. On the wing, Levine. Allen outside. Back to Levine. Down low. Allen, that's good. Allen's got 28.
Dominating this quarter. He's been absolutely fantastic shooting the ball, and they still trail.
Schroeder kicks to George. No good on the 3. And Chicago shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Allen's shot is off.
Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected, and he lets it go to waste.
Here's Roberson. Outside, George. Adams. Great positioning on the putback.
Listen, we know Steven Adams is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. You've got to have great awareness about him on the glass.
Dunn dishes to Allen. To the paint. Here's Carter. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Schroeder finds Patterson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Stolen by Markkanen. It's 2-on-1. Dunn passes to Allen. Now here is Carter. Patterson defending. It's Allen on the wing. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest 5s in the NBA.
Schroeder kicks to Roberson. Pass to Patterson. Six on the shot clock. Here's Schroeder. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Schroeder hits them both. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 9-point game. Allen passes to Carter. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
That's good from Carter. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Schroeder kicks to Patterson. And Roberson has it in the corner. Dishes it to Adams. 5 on the clock. And the pass to Schroeder. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, he bailed him out with that one. The shot clock was low. You got to just play straight up D. That is not the time to take a foul. And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Good work there as it goes. 21 points for Dennis Schroeder.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Levine. Allen outside. Wants to get it to Dunn and does. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Dunn's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, it's a big-time bucket. Chris Dunn doing work.
Dunn against Schroeder. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Robertson dishes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Well, Steven Adams increasingly making himself a factor on the offensive end night after night.
Now the Bulls with it. They trail by 6. Knocked away. Markkanen passes to Allen. Markkanen kicks to Carter. The feed to Allen. There's the dish to Markkanen. Passes it to Allen. Here's Markkanen from deep. It's hauled in by George. And now we've got the intentional foul. First free throw is good. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making